Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We're doing something a little different today. I'm playing a 13-point match against this woman, Jenna. This is for like a USGBF online tournament. I won my club championship last season, and so there's like a tournament of champions. So it's a little different for me because I'm actually not used to like long matches. I play like lots of like 5 and 7 point matches, so we might get some like unusual cube actions here. Speaking of, although this isn't obviously not that unusual, can't really lose my market big. Ooh, let me bring down the 3 to get a builder for the 4. And I'll double a bad number here. Like she leaves me a shot or something. Not this type of shot. All right, I got her. And then definitely double the dances, unless it's too good. I don't think it is kind of a big pass. I want to turn off these sounds. These are annoying. All sounds off.
Your opponent drops.
Gah.
New game.
I know there's a second setting screen or something. Toggle all sound. All sound disabled. Okay, that should help. Yeah, Galaxy. I mean, sorry. This is Studio because Galaxy is down for quote unquote maintenance. But Heroes is a Studio Heroes. It's got a nice site, but it's got like too many features. I think it's a little hard to use. All right, I should probably pay attention to this match. All right, so I'm up in the race, so I do want to disengage. I would not mind making the 10, but I don't know. She rolls decently. It's a little hard for me to play next turn. So this seems thematic, anyways. All right, so I'm up. What am I up? 1-0 to 13. A little too much work to do to cube this. Race isn't that good. Well, she seems to be playing pretty reasonably so far. 4-3. And maybe I should have found something else with that 3-3. The race is looking like pretty close now. Oh yeah, she should not run off the anchor here. So that's sort of mostly downside. I could blow her away here with a decent sequence, some sort of hit cover dance sequence, and I'm up in the race if I just roll a safe number. So I am going to cube this. All right, so I'm hitting in some fashion. So it's either this, 4s to cover. Oh, my board looks like hers. Or this. It's a little blotty, but it's a double cover, and I make the better point. Also, 1-6 will hit. All right, I'm going to go a little conservative here since her board is pretty decent. Well, at least I didn't leave a million blots. This is looking bad all of a sudden. Double still seems okay. See, it seems like it does seem like a pretty easy take. Ace or 12, or having 10. 4-3. Solid. 6-4. 4-1. Kind of want to leave it slotted, although the 1 seems a little destructive. If it was like a productive 1 in the outfield, I probably would have left it slotted, try to blow her away, you know. But I don't want to leave like a million blots. Sort of similar stuff here. Although this 2 is looking pretty bad. She's got such a decent board though. This could be a little too passive, but I'm gonna go with it. All right, 3-1, make the 7. She answers on the ace. This is a good point. We have to go after again. 3. All right, maybe I should leave it. Maybe I should leave it now. She's got a blot in her board. So probably either this or this. Take away 1-6. Is there anything else? I don't want to play safely. All right, let's try this. Ooh. Ooh. All right, 4. Gah. I should probably go double pass, unless it's too good. All right, just put some teeth into my position. She gets out of the maw. Ooh, this looks pretty good. Sort of just keeping her from making the 5, putting direct pressure on her blots. Okay, this is probably the best I can do. It's a little unusual to spend it all in one place, but with the checkers on the 10 and 11 points and my 4-point already made, I like it. All right, just trying to do everything. I think I'm stuck on this number. One more time. You can still play it kind of productively. Make the 9. Oh, this looks a little too exposed. She's sort of exposed on both sides of the board. I mean, I am up in the race, so I guess I'm doing this. Yeah, you don't generally, if your opponent has like a decent position, generally you don't want to be exposed on both sides of the board. And here, yeah, running is correct, even though she's down in the race a little bit. Contact doesn't necessarily favor her by staying back. Alrighty. All right, so 1 to 2. Roll. I could clear the mid there, but I didn't want to leave that big stack on the 8-point, you know. All right, save me dice. 12 pips. I don't think so. Drop. All right, so I can make the 7, but this seems to do more. You know, making the 7, you're sort of trading 1 point for another. So it's not all upside. Here, you know, I split. I make a good point from nothing. Good. Don't misclick. Excellent. All right. It's probably just this. A lot of options, including like running to the midpoint. But I guess I don't want to be on the 20. I guess I could have ran to the midpoint and then played out, giving her 3s and 1s. That maybe I should have taken a look at that one. 5-1, good. Okay, got a nice edge here. All right, just can't. Yeah, she played that good. I cannot cube this now. She cannot cube this now. My position's too. I got too much compensation. Come on, dance here, maybe. Okay. I never know whether to do this or this here. Computer seems to do this a lot, but it looks to me better to have the builder spread out. You know? Okay, that's a good play. I guess I'm taking. Ooh, if she runs all the way, she's duplicating 4s. Oh, this looks natural also. And duplicating 4s sort of where the look though, especially since she has cube access. She should probably cube that. It's pretty gammonish. I know it's a big pass. Maybe, okay, she's playing on, I guess. This seems okay. Although I get back in it. Yeah, maybe it was too easy to get back in the game. Although she doesn't want a ton of gammons, obviously. All right, so I'm way down in the race, so maybe I need some sort of threat to make a good point before cubing this, especially given her strong board. Yeah, overshot. Could crack next turn. It's a little harder to pick up another checker here. Huh. Yeah, like she keeps her 9, and then I cracked with 44 pretty badly. Actually, double ones cracks. Yeah, maybe I don't know. So it's just double ones followed by an entry. Could conceivably get another checker. Probably not anymore. Yeah, I don't really want to play on after that. All right. You got no blot now. So cube is still in the middle. Yeah, so I don't win many gammons here, but it's sort of safe to play on because I have 0 blot numbers. So maybe if I roll a big double and she dances, a gammon will sort of materialize. Like, I could do this, although now I got a couple blot numbers. This is sort of best for the gammon, though. I don't know if I want to cash this in. All right, let's keep the cash in hand. Because I'm feeling like maybe against a 5-point board, maybe I'm supposed to cash with a couple blot numbers. Now what? Well, now I could check her off. So if she dances here, maybe I got some, yeah, I don't know. So it's still 2 blot numbers. All right, I'm going to press a little bit. So take 4 off. She hits me. Maybe I can cube. Huh. Yeah, this is unclear to me. All right, let's continue to press. I got dicey. She dances here. Maybe I should cash it in. There's too many blot numbers. Let's see. I have to roll a 1 or a 2. So I got in order to play safely. So I think I have 16 blot numbers. She's hitting 5. Unless I roll a double, I don't think I can cube. So she's winning a game or 2 out of 36. Might win a few percent gammons. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to play it safe. I don't know. Maybe I should have pressed one more time. Checker plays are a little unclear there also. 4-1. Book play is to slot, even though 13-8 looks pretty reasonable. I mean, it's safe against the stronger board, but you kind of want, I made the low point of my board, so you want to sort of build up a prime. You sort of want to play to your strengths in the opening. So if your opponent has like this anti-priming position, you kind of want to play a priming game. So in that sense, slotting goes up in value, even though you're against the stronger board. Six, 6. Oh, probably make the 7 here. Very nice. Probably make the 7 here. Very nice. Okay, yeah, that's nothing doing. She may run if she wishes. Good. I'm taking this. Don't think she has anything yet. Please hit me. No. This looks prudent. All right, so I don't know. Race is fairly close, which argues for anchoring as opposed to like. So like, if my only goal is to hit her, I would do this. But obviously, she's got some decent attack stuff. And I'm actually up in the race. I don't know. On the other hand, like the 22-point anchor, it's not that good. Although maybe it causes her enough problems. Huh? I bored her so badly. Okay, I'm actually gonna try this, even though it's a little bit loose. All right, like I forced a shot, so I guess it sort of worked. And then I got 1s and 8s, and if I miss her, I'm probably up in the race. I am up in the race. So maybe this is good enough. Okay, there's the 8s. 8s are well diversified with 1s because there's no 8 that contains a 1. Although 2-2 is blocked, so it's not the full complement of 8s. Oh, should I make the ace point here? Running seems to do a lot too. I mean, this sort of wins the most gammons. It's a little hard. It's gonna be a little hard to make that 3-point now. So is it more like this? Yeah, it does a lot. Huh. Maybe letting her off the hook a little bit here as far as the gammon goes. See if it works. My play also left a few shots. All right, gonna go after, might go after a loose, but this is tailor-made. Guess I want the builders. One nice thing is 3-3 is blocked, but 3-3 makes the point. Oh, shit, I'm gonna get smoked with double 1s. I can take a little bit of the sting out of it. Four doesn't make the point anymore. Want that builder. Yeah, I don't think she should have left that blot there, even though it plays ugly on the other side of the board. All right, it gets hit a little bit, but it does win more gammons. Oh, what am I doing? I mean, actually, that wasn't a big error, but I think I thought she was still up on the bar, so it's dumb not to take another checker off there. It's not a big error because I was left with an even number of checkers. I usually don't play on this site. I think that's part of the problem. Oh well. Yeah, no harm. Unless she rolls big. Good. All right, so now I'm up 6-3, 7 away, 10 away. Good. Good. Bad. Ooh, what's he gonna do here? Probably hit me in some fashion. Yeah, this does a lot also. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, man, actually, maybe that's an okay play. Oh, what am I doing? This puts the home front together pretty nicely. Backmen are pretty well stuck though. All right. I'm going to say this front position is good enough. Yeah, there's nothing doing here. She is winning now. Ooh, 2. Well, it is a big prime. Probably a lot of value in hopping over it. What about this? Yeah, but I'm not too sure about that one. Oh, she's doing everything. Do not dance, dum-dum. Oh, I gotta hit her. She's all gonna put everything together if I don't. So even though it's pretty gross, I gotta do it. Dance. And this looks right to me. Okay, I think I'm alive. What is this? This is 1s, 2s, and 5s. This is just 1s and 4s. Take a fresh look at this. Okay. Ones are severely duplicated for me. Although, oh, this does a lot. What happens on the dances here? Can I cube? Probably. Maybe this is good. Well, I don't know. 6s are pretty well duplicated. Should be a little cautious due to the score, maybe. All right. Take a roll. Good roll. Too good now, maybe. This is too good now. That's a pretty good sequence. Oops. A 1. Oh, she's back in it. Maybe if she splits. Oh, crap. All right. All right. This has been wild and woolly. She got me. I'm cracking so much here. Probably losing. Okay, don't overlook the hit. Good. Ah. She got a pretty big edge there. 3 men back versus 2, and I'm not at the edge with 1 checker. I probably would have doubled there, especially given the score. All right, now it looks stronger last turn. Oh, I guess I got to be pretty careful about recubing at this score, I would imagine. No, this is pretty powerful. Let's see, I'm 7 away. Sort of 2-way gammonish though. I'm all scared to double and then lose 8 or 16 or something. What is going on here? So I don't know. I don't see. The thing is, I don't know whether she should take or pass this at this, even at the score. It's pretty gammonish. So let's see. I miss. She wins somehow. I don't know. I'm gonna play it safe and do this. All right, and then I guess it's too good now. Yeah, I'm not clear what's going on here. I'm thinking this is still too good. Ha. Draw by threefold. This is a... Well, if I'm missing a cube here, I'm missing a lot of cubes. All right, now what? 3. All right, she enters and cracks a lot here. Ooh. Maybe I should cube this. Most match scores, I'd be cubing this stuff. I'm just leery. I'm leery due to the score, the lopsided score, you know. All right, still too good. Oh. She pops. I might want to be hit here. She can't really contain the checker, and it might screw up her timing. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it here. I don't know. Do I want another checker? See, I don't really know if I even want to hit another checker, really. So let's actually try this. I know I could take both guys into the outfield, but kind of want the checker on the 14 point for good coverage of the 6s. It'll be interesting after the match. We can take a look at those cube actions because I really don't know what was going on there. Okay, probably good roll. I'm just worried about, like, at least some of the time I was worried about her taking and then like doubling me right back right away, and you know, due to the lopsided score, could get dicey really quickly. So I thought I'd keep the cube at sort of a manageable level. Not that the score is like that lopsided, but like these, even like a 2 point difference, say, in the score can matter quite a bit on the recubes when you're in like a gammonish position. All right, gets to build a 3-point board. I don't know. 6-3. Okay. Got some quad shot numbers if she stays back with everything. Or maybe just triple shot. F4 is force. 2 is easy, I hope. Oh, I'd love to win a backgammon here somehow. Well, that's two of them anyways, I think. Feels like this one's more backgammon somehow. Well, they're probably getting hit a little more. Maybe not. All right, let's try this. Oh, crap. Ooh, did she miss? Oh, no, she can hit this guy in the outfield. Ooh. Be pretty fluky to lose this. But I'm thinking it's still too good. All right. I don't want to leave her a double shot over here, I think. So this. Okay, seems like a good play. Aces are duped. Ooh, I got her. She got me. I got her. I think I do want to hit with most deuces. This is a miss. Don't get BG'd. Just try saving it now, huh? It doesn't look right. Like, I think I'm pretty happy to keep hitting her for the gammon if I can. Gammon's sort of evaporating. All right. Guess, right? I come there without hitting. Yes. All right. Say I dance and she covers. I think I can still cube. Like, I think maybe that's still a pass. So I think that means that would mean that's still too good. All right. Well, Gammoner. 4455. All right. We'll continue not cubing. All right, so 8-3. Wonder how many cubes I missed that game. I mean, after she hit me, I think I'm always too good. But before that, I don't know what's going on. Because there's like a few turns I'm not really clear whether she's supposed to take or pass, which usually indicates like it's a pretty good double. But I was just leery due to the fact that I'm up in the match so much, you know. And I mean, against a somewhat weaker player, so you should be a little conservative. You don't want the cube to like escalate to you don't want 8 cubes flying around, you know. All right, she should double this, I believe, at the score. right, still alive. This gives her fewer shots in the outfield to hit this guy and not the guy on the 8. Sort of a double shot as opposed to a triple. Oh, no, she should hit here. Good. All right, let's stop the madness. I could hit her off the deuce. Pretty anti-positional. All right, 8-3, 5 away, 10 away. Yeah, like, see, I'm not really familiar with this type of score. Ooh. And the last one looks a little funny. It seemed like she was coming into one. She's coming into a direct shot there, kind of. Sixes will hit her back. But it looked maybe important to split with the last deuce. Get sort of, 3 men back. You got to get those guys going. All right, I don't think this is anything I need to worry about too badly. I mean, now especially, I got to be careful about redoubling to 4 because she's going to double me back with any excuse. Because I only need 5 points to win the match, so she owns a 4 cube. If she loses the game, she's kind of loses the match anyways. She owns a 4 cube at this score. Ooh, what was that? It's the 3s are all blocked. So she can double to 8, and she can use like all when she's doubling from 4 to 8, there's 4 extra points at stake. But and she can use all 4 of them. And both these look pretty good. Kind of like this block though. Even though developing these 4 guys on the 21 looks pretty important, putting double pressure on this guy. Boy, the 9 point looks really good though. All right, I'm going to go with my gut. This looks like a big gap to fill in. Maybe it's more important than hitting that other guy, Okay. This is going swimmingly. Okay. Okay. Oh, 3. Jeez, that's harsh. She can hit something, get back in it, just kinda. All right, you don't want to leave too many blots in the outfield, that's for sure. So it looks like I can make the 11 point. And then maybe this isn't a bad place for checker because she runs with a 5 or 5 or 6. I can maybe attack her with that checker. So maybe this is the best I can do. Since I have so many blots, I don't want to leave too many shots in the outfield. All right, this does hit in the outfield if I want, which I think I do. I guess this. Good. 5s, 1s, 2s. This looks pretty cowardly to worry about getting hit here. This is pretty diverse. Just cover. Yes. A lot of 6-2 leaves a shot here. Like almost all sixes leave a shot here. So you got to worry about this situation where you have one checker on your 7 and a strip 6 point. So that means something else is probably right. Oh, that's the same play. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is pretty gross also. Whatever. Most sixes play okay, I think. Oh, actually, no, some sixes, a lot of sixes are still bad. Yeah, maybe it was right to pay off all those sixes. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Obviously, I could have kept the 5 prime there to block her a little better. But she still out with sixes, and it looked pretty stripped. So I thought, oh, okay, I've got a nice robust position at the cost of not blocking her as well. All right, so if I want to gammon here, it's going to be the Crawford game. Okay, 1, 2. Feels right to hit her. Safest anyways. 2 guys off the other way. But taking away a crossover from her is probably good too. And no gaps here. Yeah, the match I thought has been like pretty easy so far, except for maybe the cube action in that 6-3 game. I was sort of lost. Oop. Very nice. 3-2. I see. I need to split here because I have this. Again, you want to play to your strengths. So I have like this racing lead, and she's got like this priming lead. So I need to counteract this by like splitting in some fashion, you know. And obviously, there's various splits available. Three, nice. No, 4, nice. 6, nice. Oop, not that. This. 2, 1. Okay. Do I try to build up a prime now, or do I kind of just go brute force? This is safer. Boy, if I can fill in that, so if I can fill in this 4 point, it's going to be such a nice position. Getting hit back, though, is sort of a disaster. All right, let's try this. I'm not sure about this. See, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 shots anyways. Maybe that implies I leave 11 and slot the deuce. Whatever. All right, 13 to 8 looks good. Good. 5-2. Have a safe play. Maintains my race lead anyways. Maybe I can run off this point with 4-6 or something. Then win from there somehow. God. All right, still have a bit of a race lead somehow. Gonna need 44 though. Yeah, 2. I'm not sure I'd give me the 55 there. I know it's just one number, but I don't have many ways to win this. So she sort of unblocks me. Four, 5, I can probably run with both. All right, little reprieve here. She's got let's see, down. Probably hitting makes her more of a favorite. Good play. Well, should I leave her the 5-5 to keep the spare in a good spot? This is pretty gross. Maybe that causes more long-term problems. All right, let's get off the 5-5. Ooh, lucky. Let's see. Yes, you can make the ace, I think. All right. This leaves her maybe an extra shot to move this guy one, but it's pretty important to get closer to home, I would think. Let's see what she does here. Yeah. Oh, nice. I could lose the race. Maybe I should give her a little tap. Oh, no. Crap. Crap. I assume if I'm hit, I mostly want to be hit inside, so I get return action. I assume. All right, I could still win this race. It's going to be a little tough now. Big. 3-1. Big. Nice. Am I winning? Maybe. I'm not winning anymore. Oh. Nice. All right, 6-6. Okay, so 12 to 4 posts. So she needs an odd number of points to win the match. So I should take everything, including this. Yeah, if your opponent needs an odd number of points to win the match, that's where you kind of got to take everything, unless it gets like unless they blade and it gets like super gammonish or whatever. Ooh, probably she wants to make the 21 because I got all this lumber here. All right, this is probably wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4 looks good. Cool. 5, 4, good. I guess this is right. 6, 4. I don't think I want to leave the anchor with 13 guys here ready to pounce. Yeah, be smushed. You double 6. Double 2s. 6, 5, 2, 1, something like this. She's got 9s to hit me. Same number of shots here. Spares look a little better here. Maybe the extra little coverage isn't worth that much. Maybe. All right, could still win this. Not getting gammon much. That's good news. All right. Looks good. Excuse me. I guess you can keep the block again. Don't misclick. Don't misclick. Okay, this is. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, she let me out, but her play might be okay. It does. I mean, she's paying pretty big to 44, I would say, and maybe 64, but maybe not 64. And so she makes like so it's worse block, but she gets like a robust position for the future. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what I would have done there with that 5-3. 6-3. I'm still losing. Ooh, maybe not. Very nice. I can get that 3 off with double 4s, which seems important. because I got 7 checkers left. All right, how desperate am I? 1, 2, 3. Probably only get 2 rolls. So if I'm only getting 2 rolls, maybe I want to get double 4s working. So I paid to this number. And it didn't matter. All right, 7 away, Crawford. It would take these also. Yeah, given the score, this is a good play. Says gammons only go one way. Okay, don't overlook the cover. Good. 5-1. I'm not sure about this one. It's pretty gross, but this is a little more exposed. Being batted around, you know. So given the score, I'm going to try this. I regret everything. Okay, continue the theme. Let's get the nice 7-point. Good. Oh, that's sweet. That's satisfying. That's satisfying for her. This is not satisfying. Maybe she just sort of minimized here. Hope not to get another guy sent back and lose a gamma and lose 4 or 6. 6 would be a disaster. Oh no. All right. In it to the end. There's an old book. I don't know if it was written by Wachtel or someone else, but it's called like In It to the End, which is all about like last like ace point games, like deep in the game after your opponent like bore off most of his checkers. It's very technical. It's a very technical book, but I read it like I don't know, probably 20 years ago or something. I still remember some of the lessons from it. Oop, 4-4. 1, 2, 3. Oop. I do need my 2-point at some point, but I'm not going to be hitting her very much here. So I guess actually maybe with like a 6-2, she can slot her 8-point now for sort of an extra builder for the 2-point. All right, I guess I don't want to be pointed on there. Okay, what is this? So this is the original position. Yes, pretty. I mean, given that I have the blot, it's pretty reasonable to clear that point early. If I had like a 5-point board with no blot, you'd probably find something else, even though it's a little even though the spares might end up in like bad places. But with the blot, only a 4-point board. Yeah, pretty reasonable to clear the 7-point early like that. All right, I'm going to keep the anchor for one more roll in case she rolls 6-4, 5-4. 5-2, I guess I need to run now. Good. And it doesn't look like I'm hitting her here. Maybe I slow her down a little bit. On aces, only wasting 1 pip. All right, this is too crunchy. Oh, Larry Bucket. I mean, maybe for money, maybe I would find maybe I would stay there, but at the score, I don't really like it. Gammas are probably pretty valuable for her. Actually, that's probably wrong, but maybe it's gin. Okie dokie, 12 to 8. So 1 away, 5 away now. I do want to take. Oh no. That's 3, 6. The 6 might be a bit much. Although it makes sense because of the score, I guess. Yeah, maybe she had the right idea there. When she jumps out with the 6, I can hit her with 1s and 6s anyways. I don't know about this or this. I got 3 choices. I can't rule any of them out. This wins the most. Probably obviously gets hit the most. So probably gonna lose the most gammons. Maybe I'll try this sort of hybrid play. 6-4 is duplicated, right? Like 6-4. She's maybe even supposed to make the 4-pointer. It's supposed to hit me. So it's not like that many shots. All right, maybe I need to go for it now. There is a completely safe play, but it seems like I get gammoned a lot anyways. So maybe I'll try to build up a little counter prime here. It's not clear to me though what's going on. Shoot, definitely don't want to get BG'd. They all look wrong to me. Okay. Oh, now maybe I can run. I mean, this is getting pretty crunchy. It's only a single shot out there. I kind of like it. Oh, do I hit her with a 6-1? Probably. Crap. Hate to get attacked down there. Ooh, shot. 5. Got her. Okay, this blocks 4-4, kinda. Aces and 2s. 2. Oh, I think I'm a favorite now. All right, what am I doing here? Could get another builder for the 4, but don't want to give her the 2 shots, and I want like decent outfield control. So maybe this is better. Okay, this covers the outfield pretty good. 4, 5, 4, 6. Make it easy. I gotta go after a loose now. All right, do I pick it up? I don't strictly need that point. I can just sort of win the race. Sort of a nice thing to have, though. Could get gammon if I leave it slotted, I guess. Yeah, I'm not clear on this one. Okay, should I block 4-4 again? Bad coverage on 4, 5, 4, 6. This gets a nice crossover. Oh, crap. Oh, I got her. I expected a miss there. All right, I cannot hit her even if I wanted to. This could be close race. Don't do that. Good. So I'm gonna win. It's not gin. It's gin. Whew. Yeah, we'll take a look at the computer analysis afterwards. So maybe she's left already. I just wanted to send her. I just wanted to send her a link to the analysis and make sure she's okay with me putting it up or whatever. Okay, I guess she left. All right, let me move to XG mode. I know you can look through the match on heroes, but I do like to go to XG to get the higher level of analysis. All right, so how do I do this? I think I just downloaded it. So let me start up XG, and then change the priority. Yeah, on Windows you can, like, if you go to the task manager, you can set the priority on XG to be below normal. And so it won't eat up your resources when it's analyzing the match. Okay, so XG mode. Import last game played. Like, I tried to analyze it while I was streaming. While I was like recording, it might screw up the recording. But anyways, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so exit match. Exit heroes. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's go through this. So I do not have a cube here, apparently. Like I said, this is pretty far from a cube. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have a pretty big edge, but I don't have any threats. Right, I don't have any threats to, like, lose my market. Losing my market being, it needs to have some, like, decent chance. Since he has a pretty big take, I need, like, some decent chance for her to have, like, a solid pass on the next roll in order for this to be a cube. And there's just not really a big threat here. Oh yeah, I didn't really consider making the 4-point here. Which looks all very close anyways. 20-16, 5-2. Okay, yeah, so see, now I have, like, a real threat of hitting the guy in the outfield. I thought maybe it wasn't potent enough, because I don't have that many attack numbers on the other side of the board, but I guess the position is sort of just strong enough. Fairly close though. And then, yeah, I just way overshoot my market. And she does well to pass it. Okay. 1-6, 3-1. Okay, I might have actually done what she did also. Oh yeah, with the stronger board, this play always looks wrong to me, but the computer always seems to like it. With a stronger board, the computer does like to give up the 8-point to hit off the 7 a lot when it has the stronger board, and then the 3 is, like, fairly productive after the hit. 6-3. 1-1 was sweet. 3-1. Okay, it's not gonna like this. Yeah. I mean, maybe my play isn't too bad, but it looks like the computer's not gonna like it. I often do this. Like, I often say, okay, I'm up in the race, so I'm in the race, like, by a decent margin, not huge, but a decent margin. 13 pips after the roll. So I think, oh, okay, I want to disengage, but there's often other factors, right? Like, if I make the 10-point and then play either 8-5 or 10-7, like make the 10-point with 3 of them, I'm really constraining the white checkers here. So I think that's what the computer's going to tell us here, that instead of disengaging, which is still a little tough to bring home, and I'm not up in the race huge, it wants to like sort of create a better front position. So we can go to a four-play analysis. Yeah, it might be a blunder or close to a blunder. Yeah, so the computer, oh no, I'm sorry. The computer actually finds this other idea of partly disengaging and making a good front position. Oh, that's interesting. See, I thought the computer was going to like something like this. You know, making the good front position, and not get disengaging at all, but not leaving any shots in the outfield. Computer wants to make kind of this nice play that does the disengagement work, does the blocking work, and leaves leaves an ace shot, which isn't too painful because like White's board isn't a little bit of disarray. I think this briefly occurred to me, but I sort of dismissed it because I didn't want to leave a shot. But you got to think about whether these shots are like how painful these shots are in one hit, and here it's like not that bad. All right, that's. I made similar mistakes where I just dismissed something because of a shot, but I don't think like how painful the shot is, and if the shot isn't that painful, then yeah, it might be worth leaving it to like do some good stuff as it is here, right? All right, so now what? Okay, not much going on here. 8-2-7-6. Oh, that doesn't look right to me. Let's appeal this decision. All right, this is borderline. Computer wants to stack the 6, not be diverse. I don't really get that. I mean, the spares on the 6 point are quite valuable, but I'd rather have the diversification. So I don't really get this. Maybe it has to do with like how certain numbers play. Well, I'm not seeing what's so bad about this structure. And it saves a 6. Yeah, I don't know. 4-3, good. 6-2, okay. Yeah, running. Yeah, running's a pretty significant error. I mean, the reason why the part of the reason why the equity is so big here is because like her play gives me like a decently strong cube. If she already owned the cube, the error would be a lot smaller. But still, you don't want to leave the anchor when down in the race, and you're giving the other guy like a decent chance to attack. I mean, I think I see what she's thinking. Like she has the stronger board, so could be a little inconvenient for me to attack. But the thing is, if she somehow gets away with this and escapes the other guy, it's not that good for her because the race isn't favorable. Now, if she were up like 15 pips in the race already or something, I mean, running would probably have more going for it. 4-3, okay, I get a decent attack number. Computer wants to play a little bloody in order to get better covers, double cover, and make the better points. My play's a little hard to follow up on, but I didn't like leaving the blots in the outfield, but apparently the computer thinks it's worth it. 4-1, I'm sort of glad I don't have blots and I'm getting hits. All right, so exchange, and then I think there's just like a bunch of hits here. 4-1, okay, good. It does like picking up. Leaving it slotted would be quite a big error, it looks like. Or this. I consider something like this, but I thought, it's got a 4-point board. Maybe I should just play safely, and the computer agrees. 6-2, similar stuff going on here. 3-1. So bad about my play. I mean, my play makes a nice asset, right? She rolls an ace, and she's pretty well trapped back there. It's only 4-4 that hits. What does the computer want to do? Computer avoids the one shot. Gets a good spare on the 6. Yeah, I don't get this. It looks to me like this structure is better. And there's only one shot, so why not do this? Yeah, no, I don't get this. In fact, the computer's play duplicates 2s a little bit. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. What I was thinking was after the computer's play, it's got 2s to hit off the 4-point and 2s to make the 4, make the the 1, but maybe specific numbers aren't particularly duplicated, you know. Except for maybe 2, 2. No, 2, 2 is not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it. 3, 2. Okay, now I have to go after her. I did think about picking up this time again, but this is getting pretty gross with those 3 dead checkers, and it's a bunch of blots in the outfield anyways, and she has the blot in her board. So I thought that was enough reason to leave it slotted, and the computer agrees, although it's fairly close. Oh, she gets this great 4, 4, and then yeah, cashes something that's probably too good. That is too good, apparently. Okay, so this is the 1, 2 game. 2, 2, yeah, 24 to 20. Usually you don't do this with an early 2, 2, but I already made my, like all the like the good plays with an early 2, 2 usually make the 4 points. So, you know, 20 point. 20 points is a really nice thing here because it puts pressure on these blots, and she's very poised to make, you know, her 5 point, my 20 point. So I get to sort of steal that from her. I get another 2, 2. I've only rolled 2, 2 this game. Apparently I miss a cube here. I think I thought about it a little bit. I'm down in the race though. Obviously I got a better position than she does, right? I mean, I got a great anchor. I got more home board structure, and I have some decent threats. 1s, 2s, and 3s attack. 5s hit in the outfield, so I'm pretty diverse, I guess. Can't remember whether I gave this proper consideration or not. It's easy to miss. It's easy to miss these cubes if you're out on the ball. You really got to like expend like if you have cube access, you really got to expend some mental energy every roll to say, oh, okay, might I have a cube here? And if the answer is maybe, then you got to take some time on it. It's easy just to roll in these sort of innocuous positions and like sort of forget to think about it. 6, 6, 28 squared, 5, 4. Right, she does. Yeah, she runs correctly. 4, 2, 5, 4, and then it just turns into a stupid race. And then she blows past me. Oh, okay, we're back. Yeah, sorry about that. I needed to take a break. So this is game 4. So I'm down 1 to 3, and apparently I mess up this 1, 1. Although it's pretty close. Yeah, this surprised me a little bit. I mean, the computer. I mean, in some sense, the computer wants to do the normal thing, making the 5 and the 7 points. I thought maybe like my play was like cleaner. Right, makes the 9 point, keeps the 8 point, and splits and leaves 0 shots in the outfield. This looks a little funny, but I'm thinking maybe the hit numbers are duplicated with good point making numbers. 6, 1. Actually, no, 4, 3, 5, 2. They hit, but they don't make a good point. Same with 6, 2. 5, 3 can make the 3 or hit. 6, 3 is duplicated. So there's some duplication with the hit numbers and good point making numbers, but not a ton though. She's pretty happy to hit with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably make the same error again. Right? I mean, this looks pretty solid, and I get to split. Admittedly, splitting is not a big deal here. In fact, it's not great to split against like big stacks on the opponent's side of the board. But still, I don't know. This looks very clean to me. Anyways, so she attacks appropriately, trying to get something going. Okay, nothing better than bar 5. Okay, apparently I miss a cube here. Yeah, I mean positionally I got a nice edge here. Yeah, I'm gonna be priming her a lot by making it the 4 or the 7 point. Maybe those are pretty strong sequences when she has like her ace point made and can't really block me. So I guess I can buy it. And she does get a good attack going, a decent attack going. I'm probably winning before the roll, but can't double because the edge dance too much. Yeah, I'm a decent sized favorite. 3, 6, I dance. 5, 2, she gets her backman going, good. 4, 2, okay, it's close between 8 to 6 and 6 to 4. I buy it. She Starts attacking. Oh yeah, then I thought there might have been a couple opportunities for her to cube this. Like, I mean, one way to look at this is like, as black, like you can't be 100% sure this is a take, right? I mean, it's even at the score, it's pretty scary to take this. So sometimes, like as white here, you want to think from your opponent's point of the view. Okay, what would black do if doubled? If you're not sure, then it's probably good. It's probably a good time to double. So if you just kind of flip the script a little bit and ask yourself not whether it's a double, but whether it's a take. And then if you're not sure whether it's a take or not, that's usually a pretty good time to double. I mean, in absence of like some weird match score consideration, where like you're killing your gammons by doubling or something, it's usually a pretty strong indication that you should cube this if you're not totally sure whether black should take here. Okay, what about duping 4 with the 6-5? Oh, okay, it's close. If she had already doubled, 16-5 would be very clear. Going for the gammon, trying to deny me the anchor. But I think since the cube is in the middle, this play's sort of reasonable because you can still double the dances without taking on extra risk, you know. Anyways, but no, she makes a good play by attacking despite the cube position. I get lucky and hit her. And then, oh, this is where, okay, it's sort of the same position. Is it the same position as before? Is that, yeah, that's funny. It sort of repeated, the exact same position repeated. It's pretty rare. 4-1, okay, she next the point, and then, okay, it's 2, okay, it's because she plays on for a roll correctly. Like, I might have actually cashed this one in, because I'd be worried about my opponent anchoring. Although she doesn't, yeah, you know, if I roll a 5, I'm kind of in the game anyways. Even if she doesn't hit and I roll a 5, I mean, I guess she's happy she didn't hit, but I still got kind of a decent game. Meanwhile, if I don't roll a 5, which happens over 2/3 of the time, way better off having hits. A decent chance to make a 6-point board. And she doesn't roll like a great 6-point, good 6-point board making number. She can always pick up the blot. But anyways, so I get back in the game with the 5-5, and then I'm winning all of a sudden. Okay, but the race is too unfavorable for me to cube this. I need some threat to make some like real threat to make like the 7-point or maybe the 2-point or attack or something. I get the 7-point, not really sure how to play it. I mean, I mostly go with my instincts and do this, but there is some risk of cracking next roll if she keeps her 9-point and I roll 4-4, or if I roll 1-1. So this sort of alleviates all cracking risk. Although actually, no, 4-4 can still crack. Yeah, interesting. Huh. 1-1 is now not a cracker. Actually, 4-1 cracks after here also. Huh, interesting. But anyway, she does give up her 9-point, which looks natural. It looks clean, but I think the computer just saying you should crack me on 4-4, 4-1, 1-1. As opposed to just 1-1, but it's all very close. Her play saves the gammon more, but doesn't win as much. Anyways, I'm just barely too good, it looks like. 6-6. All right, whatever. Close her out. It's like a 0 blot numbers here, so it's fine to play on and hope a gammon materializes. Same here. Here, I think about leaving a couple blot numbers by bearing the guy off the 8 points. And you might do this, I think, if you're already doubled. But you might have to... It's going to be tempting to cash this game next roll because of the 2 blot numbers against the 5-point board. Meanwhile, if you do this play, it doesn't win as many gammons. Cubeless doesn't win as many gammons. But a 0 blot number, so it's like trivially correct to play on. But anyway, it's all very close. And then, okay, so and then I think about cashing this. But I think, oh, okay, I got to check her off. I got a robust position. So even though 6-5 leaves a shot, I think the gammon chances are high enough, and the computer agrees. I take 2 off here, sort of pressing for the gammon, but leaving 3 blot numbers, very close with playing safe. But now I'm thinking like the gammon, it's like non-trivial a gammon chance now. now that she's danced a couple times and I've taken guys off. So I sort of press. And then maybe I cast something that's a little too good here. Yeah, okay. I got a little chicken here with all these blot numbers. I think the 16 blot numbers. Only 1s and 2s are safe, I believe. Even like 4-3 is a shot. And all 1s and 2s are safe. So it's there's 20 safe numbers, 16 blot numbers. I get hit a third of that. So I get hit 5 out of 36. 5 or 6 out of 36. I'm still a favorite, though. I think that's maybe what the computer's telling us. In fact, I think if I roll like 6-6 here and she hits, I think I maybe have a cube right away. So maybe the risk isn't as big as I was giving it credit for. If I roll like 6-3 or something and she hits, maybe I don't have a cube. But that's not that clear. Okay, so let's move on. So okay, now it's 2-3, still pretty money-like. Okay, nothing much going on. Okay, she escapes. She did well not to cube this. Okay, yeah, now I'm not sure what to do. I mean, usually up in the race, you don't want to keep things spread out in the backfield. You just want to anchor up. But apparently it's pretty bad here. I almost did this. But I thought, oh, okay, I outboard her so much, and the 3-point anchor is not that good. So I have this other plan where like I say spread things out as much as possible to provoke contact while I have the stronger board. And it does pay dividends right away. It's like she's forced to leave me a shot, though apparently I double a little early here. It's not too bad. I mean, I got 8s and 1s to hit, and I'm up in the race no matter what I roll. So, I don't know. I thought it was enough. Knew it was an easy take. I don't know. Like I miss, maybe I'm up in the race, but maybe I'm not. Haven't given away the cue. Maybe I'm not a favorite. And of course, if I do hit her, she can come back with a good number and get back in the game, I guess. So I was a little optimistic, apparently. But I get a good sequence. I would have lost my market huge. Oh, and then the 6-5 is coming up. Okay, so making the ace does win the most gammons, I assume. It does. But it costs some wins because that 3-point is going to stay open forever. Apparently the computer wants to run all the way. She's got a great 1-1. That's about it. I mean, 3-1, 3-2. She's probably hitting, but I don't know. It's pretty dangerous. What does my play do? Oh, her hits are better here. Mostly. And she's got 4 of them. 1-6, 3-6. Like I don't get. I think she's very happy to hit with those because I don't get a ton of return action like I do after I do this and she rolls like a 3-1. Yeah. I kind of like the builder on the 7 though because I can attack with that and keep my 7-point. But I guess the computer's saying it's just not worth it. Computer wants to just make this nice fluid play, you know? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, she does dance. I start coming home. I get a great 4-2. Yeah, right. You can disengage, but I sort of liked the builder for the 1. I do want to attack there, I think, if she rolls an ace early. Maybe I should even slot it at some point, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I mean, sort of, looks like a lot of close stuff. I don't know. She's hitting with 1-1, 1-3, although it's not that good. 1-1 is good for her. 1-3 is not so much. Oh, here the computer wants to break the 6 prime. Give her a 1-6. But I don't know, good builders for the ace, and 1-1 isn't painful anymore. What does this do? Oh, this gives her everything except it's great builders and it's good for disengagement. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know how to analyze this. I mean, I guess I should have seen these options. I don't think I seriously considered giving up the 7, but it's probably the right idea. Huh? That's a tough play. Seems very unusual to give up the 6 prime there. It's probably only right because she's got such a one point board with the blot. Um, yeah, I'm giving her a good 1-1 here. Computer wants to avoid the really powerful 1-1 by doing either this or slotting the 1. Now she's got like 1-2, 1-3 to sort of hit and cover, but it's good when it works. Computer thinks it's worth it. 3-3. Oh yeah, I would not have. Oh, it's not a big deal. Why isn't this a big deal? Like I would have played bar 24 8-3 so as not to leave the blot in the outfield, and I would have thought anything else was a blunder. But Jenna's play, it's like not. It's probably a little bit wrong, but it's not. It's not bad. Let's see. It wins slightly more. It only costs like a tiny, tiny amount of gammons. Huh. Yeah, I thought it would cost more gammons because I'm hitting the guy on the on my 10-point sum. What does this do? It's 2 blots, so maybe like my hit loose numbers become a lot more powerful, and it's sort of waste pips for the gammon save. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously, it's like what is this? Probably yeah, 7-2 has to be worse than 8-3. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jenna probably has a better handle on this than me because I thought this would be like a blunder. I'm a more experienced player than Jenna, but it just goes to show you, like, even like very, very experienced players, they might be thinking completely wrong about a position where like a less experienced player, can easily find the right idea. So that's one of the fun things I like about Chouettes. You're playing with all different like strength of players, and you get all, you're discussing play, so you get all sorts of different opinions. And even like I play with like players who I think are a lot like weaker than me. But if I'm not sure about something and they have like a strong opinion about something, I'll tend to defer to their judgment, and it usually works. It usually works out well. Yeah, this game is hard for anybody. Anyways, let's move on. Anyways, I got a lucky 3-3 closer out. I do not get to hit the guy on the 10. So her play kind of worked, right? She like wasted fewer pips with a gammon save. 11-2. This is probably a close play. Yeah, obviously I'm leaving like a couple blot numbers with my roll, but it keeps things spread out. So I'm gonna get to bear off more checkers before having to break my board, before having to like move down to a 5-point board like after this play. Get to it's more flexible. So it's worth it. It's worth the 2 blot numbers. 5-1. Okay, it's close. It's fine. And then stupid. I've done this. I've done this before. I've seen people do this like over the board. Like the guy just entered, and you like kind of forget that he's not up on the bar, and so you play safely instead of ripping checkers. This was stupid. Anyways, it did not hurt me. I won the gammon anyways. All right, 4-2, good. Oh, it's a 2-2. Yeah, good play by Jenna here. For going the hits in order to build all this awesome structure. 1-1. I get to build a bunch of awesome structure. Oh, yeah, this is the game. This is the game where things get kind of gammonish, and I don't. She doubles me, and then like I don't want to double her back because I'm like worried about like losing 8, her taking, me getting redoubled, and then her winning a gammon and me losing 8 all of a sudden. But then again, there's some times where it's like probably too good to double pass. But let's see how it goes. Okay, make a decent play with the 6-2 jumping. It looks a little funny to jump out into a double shot, but the way I thought about it is just like, this is such an awesome prime. There must be a big premium on getting one of these guys out. She does get to hit me and jump. I'm like forced to hit her here in some fashion because she's about to like put her 6 prime together. So even though it's like really gross to hit like this, you got to do it. Try to keep her from making the 6 prime. She still has a bunch of threats to make a 6 prime or hit me, so the computer wants to cube this. She gets a nice 6-3. Computer wants to cube this, also interesting. Yeah, I probably would have missed this cube. Oh, she's down in the match. That's part of it. Like, it might not be a cube at 0-0, or at least it would be close. But down in the match like this, you have a little more center to double, especially in like mutually gammonish positions. Like she doubled, we saw what happened. Like she doubled me in like a position where I win a bunch of gammons, and I'm like really, really reluctant to use the cube, right? Partly because of the gammon situation. So that's part of the reason why she can double like a little aggressively at this score. And luckily she dances. Okay, apparently the game's about even. I'm losing by a little bit if I keep the cube. I got this great 4-1 though. And then yeah, so this is something like I would double for money probably, at least an initial double. But at the score, it's a little offside. I don't want to double. Maybe it wouldn't even be a double for money. But I got this great 2-1, and then it becomes too good all of a sudden. Yeah, no, I think I had that over the board during the match. I think I was fairly confident this was too good. But she gets a great sequence. And now I'm winning if I keep the cube in the middle. I don't think I gave much consideration to doubling this. I dance. Now she's got a nice lead. 3-5. Okay, I make the 6 prime. Okay, now I'm losing, right? Yeah, I'm losing solidly even when I don't double. Yeah, I was glad not to be cubed here. I mean, it's a little hard to analyze because she's got 2 checkers behind the prime. What I like to do in prime v prime positions sometimes is just look at the superficial factors and judge partly based on that. In other words, she's got 2 checkers trapped at the edge of a 5 prime. I have 3 checkers trapped, one of which is not at the edge of the 5 prime. So that's like a big edge. Just looking at that superficial factor, it's a big edge for white. Superficial isn't the right word, but it's a bit shallow because it's just one of the things going on in the position. But also her timing is a lot better than mine. Like I'm crunching worse than her right away because she's got these checkers in the outfield to play with. Now, I got the higher anchor, which is good for me, but that seems like a much smaller factor than all the other things. That means white's position is stronger. So, in that sense, if you look at those factors, list them out in your head, it should be pretty clear white has a big edge here, pretty clear. So I would have found the double just based on that. For money and at this score where white is losing 2-2, she starts crunching. I get a good number. Okay, yeah, and it did look stronger last turn. Like now I'm at the edge of the prime with all 3 of them, so that's a pretty big improvement for me. Timing looks about the same as last turn. 3-2, okay, I guess great. I guess amazing 6-3. Yeah, so now, I mean, I'm winning, but due to the fact that I win a bunch of gammons and she wins some gammons, it'd be a huge blunder to double this at the score anyways. And then, yeah, this, like I honestly wasn't sure whether she had to take here or not. I just doubled based on the fact that the score's lopsided and it's sort of gammonish, and I could lose a gammon also. So those are all pretty big arguments not to send this over. But apparently it's a huge take. I don't know, this is obviously like a huge take. I mean, I got this big edge, right? I got 3 men trapped. Okay, let's actually take a look. I'm a little reluctant to do this because I think it's going to need to analyze everything again. But I kind of want to know what this is for money. So let's actually check what it is for money. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so this is, what is this? Okay, this is the score-based eval, the plus eval. So what is this for money? It's got to be at least an initial double. I mean, this looks very strong to me for money. Okay, yeah, so it's a pass for money. So it's kind of a big pass for money. So you can see how much, the score matters. Right? It goes from like this big pass at like 0-0 or for money to this huge take and big no redouble at 6-3. You know, it's just a 3-point difference in the match, in this long match. And you see how much the score matters. It's crazy. And part of the reason is I can lose. I mean, like I say, I can lose 8 here if I double. Like I double, she doubles me right back with any excuse, and then she gammons me. It's pretty remote, but losing 8 is such a disaster that you gotta worry about it when up in the match like this. Yeah, this is pretty instructive. Really was not clear to me what was going on here, since I don't play a lot of these long matches. Like this sort of doesn't come up at least this fashion. It doesn't come up in like a 5-point match, which is like mostly what I play. Anyways, but I'm glad my instincts sort of saw me through this. Let's see if it needs to. Usually for 5-point matches, yeah, it's going slowly through the analysis again. For 5-point matches, it would just like zip. It would just like zip right through, because it would have all the analysis in its memory. But I think due to the fact that it's a big match, when I input the position and played around with it, it basically dumped all its memory. That's a shame. Okay, but anyways, we can maybe still go through some of this. This is the 6-3 game. Oh no, it went pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, maybe it did have everything in memory still. I don't know. And then her play, she made a good play with the 3. I probably would have played like 8-5 or something to keep the solid prime. Oh, but her play is nice because it blocks. It keeps my 5s blocked, which is 5s are a disaster on the other side of the board. Like look at how 5-4 plays or something. I mean, what a horrible number. Whereas like she lets me out with this, my 5s are all good. Yes, that was a nice play. 1-3. Okay, go after her. And then then what's the cube action here? Okay, now it's legit too good. Oh, and this is funny. It's just dance. Look at this. Just 3 and 4-point boards. All right, 2-3. I finally enter. It does want to hit with the 2. Okay, on appeal, it's pretty close. I like this because like she's gonna enter and like have to crack one of her blocking points a lot. Just hit with the 2-5. Whereas if I hit again, I mean, I get to probably win more gammons this way. But no, I don't even win more gammons this way. I guess I sort of get to roll the position home cleanly a lot. But she's not cracking right away a lot. What's to double this? I think I briefly thought about this. I think during the match I might have said, should I double this? But it's like, I can't analyze this. I don't know what the hell this is. I mean, maybe it's not a double, but yeah, I mean, a rollout might change its to val. But yeah, I don't know how to analyze this at this lopsided score where I win a ton of gammons. She still wins quite a bit. So I don't know. I think most players probably wouldn't cube this at the score. Once again, it wants to go after on the ace. Again, I want to make her crack though, and she does. And then it's just from here, it's just too good the rest of the way. This is somewhat interesting. The computer doesn't want to hit the second guy. I hit the second guy, but maybe she gets to maintain a little bit of timing for the 1-2 game. I don't know. My play should win more gammas and backgammons than the computer's choice, though. All right. Okay, the computer does like sort of this fancy play of leaving the 8-point slotted. The idea is if she rolls 1-6, 2-6, you actually want to be hit, probably. And if she doesn't roll 1-6, 2-6, the play is fine to leave the blot on the 8-point. The reason you want to be hit is because, it's going to take a while for the black checker to like enter and come around. Meanwhile, white may have to crunch their board if they can't get like another checker out. So in other words, it could hurt white's timing by hitting on the way out. Man, I think it kind of did. Yeah, so she can't get another checker out. And then like her board crunches here. Meanwhile, if I didn't have to bring that guy around, maybe I would have to break my prime, and then she'd have like an easier time escaping. And then it's sort of similar stuff here, right? I want to leave the guy on the 8-point. It wants to even leave it here. I mean, I like these spares. Computer does. The computer does, in fact, want to do this. Leave the 8-point slotted again. All right, and then I just start bearing off pretty much as fast as I can, trying to win a gammon or backgammon. And then I eventually get hit. Okay, don't overlook anything here. Good. I get hit, and it's sort of trivially too good. I mean, I could get into trouble if we roll like 5-1 or something, but obviously still a little hard for white to win, and I win a ton of gammons. And then she seems to do like a pretty good job of like continually containing me. Although she slotted stuff on her home board maybe too much later on. No, this is fine. 3-3, 21-9. Okay, hit her. Yeah, like the 6 here looks a little funny. Right, like I think what she's thinking is if I enter, she wants another checker back. But to like continually try to contain, you know, the black checker. Problem is it loses, and maybe that's true. But there's a couple problems with it. The problem is like when she gets hit, she's gonna lose more gammons and backgammons. That's the main thing. The other thing is she's foregoing some outfield control. After the right play, she's got great outfield control. Right, very little outfield control here. So the computer says the wins are close, but it actually thinks this wins more than slotting the 4-point. Although, and maybe it likes slotting the 7. Slotting the 7 looks second best, I guess. All right, anyways, I just keep hitting. And then I have a choice whether to hit at some point, and I do decide to hit. Yeah, here, right? Like here, not hitting would be a big error. Like the wins are even here, but obviously I win more gammons and backgammons by hitting. So that sort of underscores why it's wrong to voluntarily slot the interboard point. Like it's good for me to hit there. And eventually I do escape, but I don't want a gammon. Right, and there's some, she's down so huge in the match that she should be quite aggressive with the cube. So even if this isn't a cube for money, which it probably isn't, or it's 0-0 in a long match, you know, you do want a cube down 3-8, 13. Makes I don't know, it's very hard for me to get in a recube to 4. Similar stuff here. Although here you might even double this for money. Yes, there's a pass already at the score. But I got lucky and hit. Ooh, this is a real blunder. What is this? Oh, there's some 5 duplication here. I didn't do this because I didn't like the fact that 3 numbers hit in the outfield. But the entry numbers are the same as the hit numbers in the outfield. And the number that hits inside is the same as the number that hits in the outfield. So it's kind of like there's fewer good numbers here. Yeah, okay. I should have been able to find this. Yeah, like here the 4s don't enter, but they do hit, so that usually indicates there's going to be more hits. And there's 5s that hit in the infield. Huh. If I get away with this, I'm probably happier. Going to have more shots at the white blonde. Yeah, I should have been able to find this, I think. Played it too hastily. All right, I played this a little bit too loose, I guess. I still kind of like my play. I did this. Leaves a 4 shot in the outfield. But 4s are duplicated with the anchor numbers. She will hit with them. And she does have the stronger board, so it's being a little cautious. Computer wants to do this and be very cautious. I mean, probably the computer's right, but I really like the look of this. And she does get to hit. Oh, yeah, I saw this last 2. So after entering, hitting on the 16, she's got 3 guys back here. So the computer wants to like activate one of them, you know, get them going. And 11 and 9, although it's a builder for the 4, it does give me a bunch of shots back. 4 5, 4 6, 3 6. So it's not that great. And there's to get this nice 4 1. Oh yeah, it's got a little aggressive with the double. It did seem to start working. She lost her market pretty good here. But I do. Oh, I rolled that 4-4 coming up. Okay. Well, my play isn't ridiculous. I mean, my first impulse was to do this because like, you got 4 guys back there, so turning it into like the 2, you know, the 2 anchors makes a lot of sense rather than keeping the stack back there. The reason why I like this was because the guy's on the 22 point. And so she makes that anchor, or even if she doesn't, that guy's like super trapped there. And there's a lot of pressure on that guy. Of course, I am taking pressure off the outfield. I'm taking a lot of pressure off the outfield stuff, you know, compared to this. So, I don't know. I could buy the computer's choice. I kind of felt like the computer would like this, but I don't know. I really like the 9 point. Apparently I'm wrong, though. 3-3. What is this? Okay, my play isn't crazy. Okay, so both my play and the right play makes the 3 point. And then after that, I thought that making the 5 point had the most going for it. Looks like I'm probably wrong about that, but it's fairly close. Computer wants to do this, hit the other guy. One nice thing about this is those guys in those 2 white blots in the outfield, those are really, really exposed. So maybe I would have found this if I took a good look at it, but I don't know. Five filling in the 5 points pretty awesome too. What about cubeless? Yeah, cubeless is about the same. I got this great 6. Okay, now it's yeah, I guess before the roll, I guess it's too good to double. Oh no, it's not. It's oh, it's even a take here. Oh no, yeah, this, I'm sorry. I own the cube. Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy to cube this. I mean, I need 5 points to win the match. I double her to 4. She's going to double me right back to 8. Because like if she loses at 4, she kind of loses the match anyways. So she doubles me back to 8. You know, she gets to use all those extra points where I kind of don't get to use those points. Anyways, I roll this great 6-6. I start attacking. 3-1. I'm a little worried about like dancing here and then she starts scooping up the bloss in the outfield. But luckily she can't jump and I eventually do anchor. Yeah, I kind of like this play because again, I don't want to leave too many shots in the outfield, too many blots and too many shots in the outfield. So I sort of lock up the 11 point. Yeah, it looks like all the right plays don't leave too many shots. They all build something in the outfield. Okay, 6-2. I don't overlook the hits. Don't overlook the hits. And I do pin her down. 17-9. Oh, then I roll that awkward 4-4. Yeah. Okay. So the computer does want to do this. It is important to realize when you make a play like this, though, that almost all 6s leave a direct shot, right? Look how 2-6 plays, for instance. Like you don't voluntarily go into this structure where you have one guy on the 7 and a strip 6 point. I made that mistake once, and I realized it afterwards, after I rolled a 6. So normally you would avoid it by something like this. Problem is, I'm still leaving a shot with 6-4, 6-5, 6-6 here. 6-6 might actually be safe the other way. So it's not like the 6s are that great here. So, and this, you know, this is very inflexible having this big ugly stack on the 3 and no other spares. So a computer still does this even though it's paying off more 6s. But I roll a nice little 4-3. Might do something slightly wrong here. Oh, I want to leave 2 blot numbers. I've seen the computer do this before. I don't fully get it. right? Apparently the best play leaves a 6-5 blotter, but it's smoother. Like a little bit, like this is 0 blot numbers, but it's a little weird to have 3 on the 4 and 4 on the and 4 on the 5. A little bit that could, like if I roll a 6, look how like a 6-4 plays next roll. It leaves kind of an awkward shoddy position where it's pretty clean here. So I think that's what the computer's thinking. It's worth the 2 shots for sort of the more long-term, more flexible position. And it's against a weak board, too. I mean, it'd probably be a bigger error against a strong board, my play. Oh, in fact, it did happen. 5-4, got awkward. And then I got a bunch of blot numbers here, and I roll one of them. Luckily, she misses. Is there anything else with a 2-2? Okay, it's fairly close. My play does win more and win more gammons, though. I never get hits. And then, yeah, just bring home the gammon. Okay, so now it's the Crawford game. All right, so it looks like I make a decent 3-2 play. Yeah, okay, there's all sorts of split plays here. The thing you don't want to do is you don't want to play 13-8, and you don't want to like play, I don't know, 13-10, 6-4 or whatever, because it's anti-thematic. It's anti-thematic because I rolled 5-5, which is a good racing number. It's a bad priming number. It's a bad priming number because I'm making this low point on my board. So meanwhile, white has like this nice prime forming, you know. So you got to counteract that by some sort of split play. And I don't know. Apparently the computer wants to do this, but it's all very close. Admittedly, my play is a bit exposed to being batted around. The computer wants to get all positional here, although it's borderline. This versus this, a little shoddier, but you get away with it. You get to make a better structure. Computer wants to do this. I guess it's good on the dances because you get to attack effectively on the 4. I thought, okay, I get to keep the midpoint, but I guess it's a little hard to attack here. Similar number of shots, believe it or not. Okay, I just try not to get another guy hit. Yeah, this looked a little weird to me. Oh, she makes a good play here. Yeah, like I would have done this. Maybe the some sixes are pretty awkward here, like 6-5. I mean, her play sort of lets me out on 5-5. Maybe that's the only number she's really paying big to, though. Yeah, my play is like a real error. Yeah, good play by Jenna here. Yeah, nice distribution. Good outfield control. No big stack on the 9. Yeah. 5-1 now, obviously I can't leave. It's just too dangerous to leave the anchor now, even though I'm winning the race. I'm forced to leave the anchor. She goes after me. That's not correct to hit. Yeah, I probably would have hit also. What does the computer want to do? I guess I'm still pretty stuck here, you know. And I got a 5-point board, so computers averse to hitting, even though the race sort of argues for hitting. I got lucky in hits. I get lucky in hits, but she gets lucky and enters both checkers. And I come home, I'm loving life here. Somehow I lose this though. Okay, so I make a decent play with a 5-1. Safest play, I think, is not to hit here. Just rip the guy, and then she's forced to leave with some numbers in the next roll or two. But I'm worried about losing the race. So I give her a little tap, and then I leave a blot right away. Minimize shots, but get hit, and then yeah, she does a good job to come home safely, and then I just lose the race. Yeah, nothing much going on here. I think she was playing pretty reasonably. And then, wants to break the 7-point. Interesting. Like I might have done this, but it's pretty gross for the future. It does keep the best block at a time when she's up in the race a bunch, so maybe she doesn't need the block, so she finds something flexible, clearing the 8-point. Does leave 5 checkers in the outfield and let me out on 4-4. So the computer doesn't mind this play either. Blocks the bigger set, blocks 4-4, but lets me out on 3-3. But the distribution looks better, you know? You know, 4 guys in the outfield as opposed to 5. So like double sixes in the shot, for instance. It is, sometimes it is a little shottier to have the gap, you know, on the 7 rather than the 8 here, you know, with the 9-point made. But I guess there's just enough going for clearing the 7. And then it just turns into a raise, which I lose. 5-4. Yeah, this is a cute little maneuver. Like a large majority of the time, I just get 2 rolls to bear off. So after bearing off the 5, I have 6 checkers left. So you want to I basically want to maximize the rolls that take 4 checkers off. So I'm just left with 2 checkers and get off in 1 roll. So that's why you do this, because 4-4 now takes 4 checkers off, and then I can bear off next roll with a non-double. Like if she had 1 more checker on her 5-point, say she had 1 more checker on a 5-point, you'd want to probably spread things out a little more, because that way I get like 3 rolls a lot. Like in other words, my play is better for getting off in 2. There are other plays that are better for getting off in 3. Okay, fine. I might have done this for money, but price probably wrong anyways. I was a little worried about being gammoned. The gammon's only going one way in the score. Right, gammons count for her, but not for me. So I thought this probably won and loses more gammons. So I was a little averse to it. So I just went with this dodgy play. It's right at the score. It looks, based on the numbers, it's just right for money also. 5-2, similar stuff here. I got more dynamic plays, but I really don't want to be gammon at this score. I get this great 3-1, and then it's just a mess. Yeah, this 5-4 is gross. I thought I was kind of minimizing shots with this, although she does have 3-6, 4-5. Computer wants to slot the better point, just leave 1 blot. It's probably slightly more shots, though. I guess I didn't give proper consideration to this. If I get away with it, I prefer the other position, I think, because I get to make the 2 and not the 1. But anyway, she hits. And then I'm pinned to an ace-point game. Oh, it wants to jump. Oh, it wants to jump with this. Wait, why didn't I jump with this? Yeah, no, it looks natural to jump with this because it's just a single shot, and if I don't jump, I may crack later. So it's worth. It should be worth a single shot to jump. Maybe I was just so focused on making the 2 that I didn't see jumping. I thought I saw jumping earlier. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe I'm thinking about a different game. But yeah, you should jump here. Huh. I might be thinking of a different game. Okay, yeah. I mean, best for the win is probably to make the ace point, because you never get pointed on. But obviously that wastes a lot of pips for the gammon save when the gammon might end up kind of close. So I run. Computer even wants to run here. I get the 0 blot numbers. So it doesn't want to get hit with like 2-1, 1-1, 2-2. So I can buy it. And a waste of pip for the gammon save. And we saw what happened. I mean, she rolled kind of a bad number, one that left a bunch of blot numbers, and I kind of have to run the next roll anyways. But luckily I do save it. This is the 12-8 game. Here I think I'm not that big a favorite in the match anymore after dancing here, because she's often going to gammon me. Okay, fine. I couldn't rule any. This is the play I couldn't rule any play out. It's all fairly close. The computer wants to get gammon the least at this score. This wins the most, but obviously I'm getting hit more. So I find this hybrid play, which isn't too bad. And then okay, computer wants to. I guess I didn't see the right play. I mean, I saw a completely safe play where you stack the 6, but I thought, okay, it's so gross to do this. I'll try something else. I'll just I'll try to go forward. But there's a pretty decent alternative play here, which leaves 0 shots and still has some forward going chances. Yeah, I should have seen this. I've seen this. I mean, I've done this probably 1,000 times, and I've seen other players do this. You spend all your time trying to decide between 2 plays, and then but you completely overlook a third play. So, given that I still do that after 20-something years of playing, that happens to me all the time. I don't really know how to avoid it. Like if I went back to the original position and I said, oh, okay, let me take a fresh look at this, which I often do, I would have found the alternative. But do you do that like every play? I don't know. I don't, or maybe before you move anything, before you make any assumptions about the position, maybe you just have to find all the alternatives. But that seems time consuming, a lot of effort. Maybe you got to do it though. I mean, maybe you just got to before assuming anything, you just gotta take a look for all the alternatives. I don't know though. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions for trying to avoid this problem. Let me know. I almost always find one alternative. Like I never jump at a single play. I always pick between 2 plays. But there's something about that third play, when the third play is correct and you narrow it down to 2 plays, that seems to happen all the time. So I don't know. Anyways, my play is best for the win. I get missed, so it kind of works. Oh no, I didn't even get missed. I just enter right away after she hits. And then I don't know what to do here. I mean, I thought about doing this, but it's just such ugly structure. I thought, well, I'm probably going to get hit more here. But because it's going to be tougher to play safely. But at least maybe I get to maintain a decent position without my ace point made. Apparently it's fairly close. Oh, this is the game where I thought about, this is the game. I think about running here, but I don't like the fact that it was a double shot. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess I can make the 2 point. Apparently it's borderline. But then later I do get to run into a single shot, which is right by a lot. Because I don't want to crunch any more than possible, any more than I need to. Here, okay, fine. Yeah, you don't want, I guess, I thought about running here, but I don't want to give out these attack numbers. I get closed out and I get gammoned pretty easily. 5-1. Oh, I get this 5-3. Is this the game I win? Oh, I think this is the game I win. Although there was a pick and pass play, which I definitely wasn't sure about here. Oh, okay, does like it. Yeah. This was tempting. This was really tempting. Because the 1 is productive for covering the 4. What bothered me about this is it gets gammon a little bit. And it's fairly close for the win. Although actually picking up is better for the win. So one big factor here is she only has 2 checkers off. If she has 5 checkers off, it becomes a lot more important to make the closed board. Here, if I pick up and she dances, I can win the race just without ever filling in that 4 point. That's a lot harder if she has a few more checkers off. So I think if she had 5 off or something, you leave it slotted despite the gammon risk. I think. Oh, I get to hit her luckily. That's a big hit. And then I think I just win the race. Yes, I just win the race. All right, that was a good match. I'm glad I played. Glad I played pretty well. What was the final? Oh yeah, I played really well actually. Final error rate of 2. Yeah, I thought it was I thought there was some tough decisions, but because it was always or almost always no double in that 6-3 game, that helped an awful lot with the error rate. Because that was the stuff I was sort of most curious about, and the stuff, at least the plays I was most uncomfortable with, just because I don't play these long matches anyways. Yeah, glad I won, glad I played well, and good match to Jenna, and she had a real chance to come back from a big deficit there. So yeah, looked like a good match. All right, so thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.